Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassandra and today I'm doing a tutorial on fallen angel pose. So a couple weeks ago I posted a photo of myself in this pose and got a couple comments and questions about it. It's one of those poses and arm balances that looks way harder and way more complicated than it actually is. I kind of think it's one of the easiest ones to learn. I mean, easy is of course a relative term. It's still an inversion and an arm balance, so there is a challenge to it. But I'm gonna take you through two different ways that you can enter the pose. If you are already able to do side crow, and if you're able to do Eka Pada 2, you should be able to do fallen angel. I use both of those poses to get into fallen angel, so I'll just show you how that you can do that on your own. So if you have your mat laid out the way that I have it here, you should start facing the long edge of your mat, and we're gonna take the side crow option first. So for side crow into fallen angel, you basically want to start in a little bit of a squat. So I'll just turn so you can see it. I'm basically just bending my knees, I have my heels lifted up, and I have my hips resting on the tops of the heels. So facing the longer edge of the mat, if you start with your hands prayer at the front of the heart, you're gonna twist your upper body to face to the right and face to the top of the mat. And from here, you're gonna plant your palms down. So what's important here is that my hands are shoulder width distance apart. The fingertips are spreading wide. And what's tempting here is that as we're going to have to need to bend our elbows, and instead of bending the elbows out, you wanna think of bending them in. So going into side crow, this is not a side crow tutorial, so I'm not gonna go like super step by step because it is to get into fallen angel, but you make your way into side crow by lifting the hips off the mat and then bringing your right knee to your left upper arm, left tricep, and then bending the elbows. You're just gonna rock it forward until you can lift your feet off the mat. So my right hip is not on my right elbow. Some people might need to let it go there. From here, to get to fallen angel, let your temple come down to the mat. So when my temple is down on the floor, I'm kind of making a little shelf with my right upper arm. Whew, it's hard to talk here. Okay, so from here, all you're gonna do is bring your toes to point up to the sky. Left leg is going to straighten, and I'm gonna tap my right toes to my left knee. And that's basically it. Bend the knees, lift back up, and release. I've actually never done that pose while talking, and it's definitely a lot harder. So let's try it again on the other side. So starting again in this little squat, hands at the heart. This time you're gonna twist over to the back of the mat, right elbow to the inside, to the outer edge of your left knee and left thigh. Plant the palms down, shoulder width distance apart. Fingertips are spreading nice and wide. Start to lift your hips up a little bit and bend the elbows, pick up the feet. So this is your side crow. From here, let the left side of your temple come down to the mat. Make a little shelf with your upper arms and start to lift your toes up to the sky. Right leg straightens, left knee taps the right knee. That's it. Okay, so going into fallen angel from side crow is one way that you can do it. One other way that I like to do it normally is from Eka Pada 2. So for Eka Pada 2, I'm gonna start in down dog. Okay, so obviously down dog, you have your foundation, hands are shoulder width distance apart, feet are hip width distance apart. This is my favorite way to get into fallen angel. I find it a little bit easier than side crow, but I think I'm in the minority there, so let me know in the comments what you find to be easiest. So let's get to Eka Pada 2 first. Reach your right leg up to the sky, and then you're gonna move to your plank pose with a little bit of a twist. So your right knee is going towards your left elbow. You're gonna make a little shelf here with the arms. My right hip is not on my right elbow, but some people might need to let it rest there. Just depends what your strength level is like. Into Eka Pada 2, bend the elbows, back leg comes off the floor. Now the same thing, temple to the ground, lift the legs up, so left leg goes straight up, and right toes just reaches to the knee. Same thing really. Eka Pada 2, downward dog. And let's go to the other side. I'll turn around so you can see it a little bit better. Let's go try to the left. Left leg rises up. Pull your left knee to your belly. Twist it over to the right elbow. Chaturanga arms as you rest your left knee on your right elbow. Bend it out. Straighten and lift the legs. Temple to the floor. Lift up. So left toes tap my right knee. Reach, reach, reach. Eka Pada 2. Whew. Down dog. And release. So that was a lot harder to demonstrate than I thought it would be. Definitely took a lot out of me. Now, hopefully you were able to get the gist of it on what Fallen Angel is and how to get into it. Obviously, you need to be able to do side crow pose and or Eka Pada Koundinyasana 2 in order to get into Fallen Angel and be in the pose safely. If those two poses aren't quite in your repertoire of poses yet, don't worry about it. Honestly, arm balances and inversions are a lot of fun, but you don't need to be able to do them to be like a good yogi or whatever. It's just another pose, like any other pose. But I would recommend, if this is something that you're really interested in learning and getting stronger to work towards, the biggest thing for me was to do a lot of chaturanga push-ups, definitely to build up some of that arm strength, and to just practice your down dog, knee to chest plank poses. So if I'm in down dog, just moving to plank and practicing lifting that knee up, and the knee can go to one side and then out to the other. So just doing that over and over again until you develop the core strength. That's going to be huge in helping you out to master your side crow, your Eka Pada Koundinyasanas, and your Fallen Angel pose. Of course, you can also practice your crow pose. This is a great way to build some upper body strength and some core strength. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Sorry I'm so out of breath. This kind of took me by surprise. It was a lot harder and I kind of regret talking as I was doing it, but oh well, you do what you can, right? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. I put out new classes every week, a couple times a week. And in the future, as my channel is expanding, I'm going to be doing yoga classes, fitness exercises, and then I have some vlogs like motivation and tips and questions answered, that kind of stuff. So do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments how this went for you, if you know another way of doing Fallen Angel, or if you have any questions about the pose. Thanks again, guys. Bye.